Luka Doncic just dropped 92 points and 17 assists in 2 games. But this isn't just Luka being Luka. This is something different. The control, the poise, the timing, trust me, it's all surgical. And if you look close enough, you'll see exactly how he's breaking defenses apart without ever speeding up or getting out of character. So when starting off, we have to analyze what he's best at, and that's angling his body into defenders. So here on this drive, you're gonna see Luka go back into Jimmy's body just to X him out the play. Now right now, he can attack the basket or he can pull up due to Jimmy being behind him. So instead, he continues to attack, and with Buddy Hield backing up, it's an easy float off the glass and his 2 points going the other way. At times when coming off these screens, you're going to see Luka slow it down just so he can get his defender back on him, and boom, right here is where you can draw that contact. Because not only is McDaniels on his hip, he can't really contest the shot due to him being on the side. So what does Luka do? Well, he's going to bump him off just to bounce out, and right here you have all that space to knock it down. I know people don't like it, but this is how you manipulate the game of basketball. When your defender is like this, it's smart to go up because you're probably going to get granted the and one. Some of you say it's unfair, but in basketball you have to give a defender space, you can't be all up on their body, and they have to be able to land. When Luka knows you're in a sticky situation, this is when he takes advantage of it all the way, and here comes the and one while he leans out of bounds. For all my hoopers out there, it's great that you learn how to snake around screens, because right here, he could have attacked at Nas Reed, but instead, look at all this space down the middle. Luka then decides to attack that way by snaking around Aiden, and right here, he could continue down the lane, as the right side is wide open with only Anthony Edwards down low. But instead, this is where manipulation comes in handy. Doncic is going to stop on a dime while Mike Conley is recovering, and this creates an easy bucket.
Play a little basketball. They're doing it so. Conley the bump, Doncic hits, foul call.
These floaters become so key because you can use him off a screen to then defeat the big before you even touch him.
On the move, so gracefully as he fights.
And then when Luka gets the ball back on this possession, he can attack going left on McDaniels, and right here you see the double with Anthony Edwards coming. Now most guys, they might try to retreat, dribble back, or with Doncic, he could pass it across court to Gabe Vincent. But instead, we're talking about his floater and how he uses angles to his advantage. We're gonna see Luka get into McDaniels' body to then bounce out, and it's an easy bank off the glass. Having many different ways to score the ball is extremely valuable to your skill set, because right here when Luka gets the screen, he could come off and shoot the tray ball. So that's why you see Kuminga chasing over the top. But instead of flaring out and shooting a 3, when you have a defender chase you, this is when you curl into the paint to catch the ball, and now as you can see, you have Draymond on the right side and Curry on the left side. For Luka, he doesn't mind attacking anyone, but this time he attacks right at Curry, and he's awarded the and one.
Team as Doncic goes up and puts it through, counted in the foul.
Now if we want to see Luka get a little saucy with that handle first, he can break Kuminga to get to the basket, and right here is where true wizardry is on display. As you can see, Al Horford is rotating over and he has Kuminga right on his hip. So in theory, you're in a bad position unless you go right up for the layup, which could be hard to make off the rip. So instead, Luka serves a up fake, then he serves a pass fake and gets Al Horford to look the complete opposite way. Now if you really look close, you're going to see Luka's elbow into Kuminga's back, so he's going to use that to hook him, get open, and go ahead and knock down a short push shot. I already know, Luka is just an amazing talent and you can't sleep on him because 92 points in 2 games is ridiculous. He'll use the same angle exploitation when defenders are guarding him close. As you can see, he hooks Anthony Edwards here. Now not only did he hook him to keep him behind him or off to the side, but he also did it while getting low, which allows him to beat him downhill. We all know Luka isn't the fastest guy whatsoever, but he gets right past Anthony Edwards, and with no shot blocker really wanting to contest, this is an easy layup off the glass. Other times, instead of it being a straight line drop to the basket, he'll drag the double out far until it releases, and right here is where he can attack Kuminga easily. If you look at this circle I drew on the screen, you're going to see Kuminga's top foot up high. As we all know, Luka loves that signature crossover into a step back. Now why is that? Well, it's because when you crossover attacking that top foot, the defender now has to open up, so when you step back, you create even more space. Now this time, it's just a change of direction to get downhill, and Luka gets all the way to the basket to convert the layup.
Points in this third quarter, and yet he can't stay in front of Doncic this time.
He can use that change of direction when he's letting the double release like last play, but right here we're going to see him get a screen, and we already know the Dubs are probably going to switch this because Kuminga and Jimmy are pretty versatile defensively. But the thing is, when you're dealing with a player who can score well off the screens, you're going to have a player come out far to try to stop him. So when we push play, you're going to see Jimmy jump out wide, so this allows Luka to cut back right through the middle.
Around for Doncic with 41 points.
And at this point, Luka could lob it over the top to Aiden because Draymond Green is coming up to help. But the thing is, when you have that floater in your back pocket, this is what you can do.
On the attack for 2 more.
Trust me, it isn't just angles that Luka utilizes. As here when he comes off this screen, he gets into Horford with that big body bump to up fake and fade back for the bucket. and if he needs to, when he gets his handoff right here, he's gonna curl around the screen instead of stopping for that 3, and just this little amount of space when he bumps off Jimmy Butler is just enough, because with players that are elite scorers, all they need is a little amount of space and just to get to the spot they wanted, and here we go with the money ball. Now look, this isn't me saying that Luka's the best scorer and everything and blah blah blah, but he does make it look quite easy when he gets to this floater for the and one. You can say what you want about him, but Luka understands how to stay patient, use that handle to create space to get into a step back, and the bucket is straight cash. The thing with Doncic is that he can do it in multiple ways. When he has a smaller defender like Curry on him, you see he gets into that post up. Real patient, real slow, real calculated. Now with nobody helping out Curry, he can easily post him up 1 time with that bump, 2 times with that spin step back, and you already know it's butter. If you ask me, I love these post ups because when he spins off and adds in that step back, it just looks so clean. Now listen, the midi may be clean, the step back may be nice, but when he does it from 30 feet, this is when you know he's a different breed.
Oh, Doncic, a deep one, he's got it!
Like, I'm being serious. When Luka's in his zone, he'll push right at you, get to the spot he wants, and you already know it's going up. Yeah, I know, his scoring is ridiculous, and as much as we love these threes where he comes off this screen and goes ahead and knocks it down, his passing is something we have to dive deep into. When Luka's coming off the pick and roll, it's dangerous that he can throw this lob. So right here, you're going to see Anthony Edwards already come over due to Ayton being able to roll to the rim. Now, if you've been over here at Hoop Mastery, you know I say you have to be unpredictable in a predictable sport. The reason that Anthony Edwards comes over is because he knows Luka likes to lob it up. So instead, what does Luka do? Well, he zips his pass all the way to Gabe Vincent and the trade ball is underway. As you watch Luka, you'll see him be able to manipulate the defense to any way he wants, because right here it looks like he's going to shoot, then right now it looks like he's going to lob it. As you can see, Ayton has the mismatch, so a lob over the top would be easy. So for all of you, I want you to look at Nasri when I push play. You're going to see him drop down because he wants to cover that lob. But once again, you have to be unpredictable. So here's where a kick out comes to Austin Reeves, who can step right into a tray ball. Bang! When you want to be a great passer in this league, you have to pass it many different ways, because when you get doubled like this right here, you could just go to Austin Reeves and then he could hit Ayton on the roll. But when you're really skilled at your job and want to make the quickest move and make it the most efficient move, here's where you can bounce it around the defense and Ayton go ahead and score. Other times, instead of hitting your roller right away, he could hit Ayton right now, but this is way too early. You don't want to make Ayton have to make decisions with the ball this far away from the basket. And also, if Ant was to slide over and step up just a little bit, he could draw a charge. Instead, Luka's going to drag it out a little further, and right now, he has the perfect time to hit Ayton. Not only does he look away, but Ayton has the mismatch on Anthony Edwards in the post sealed off. So go ahead and zip it down, and right now you have an easy layup inside. Now, just as we seen him use that pass around the defense when the double came, this time when he drags it out, you're going to see McDaniels come double. This here is where you have to think fast. Now, you can step back into a 3, which looks like he's going to do, and that's why you see Julius Randle ready to lunge out. But now with Ayton alone in the paint, ready to catch the ball, all you have to do is fake the shot into a nice zip, and this is too easy. I'm telling you, it's not a lot of players out there who can demand this much attention from the defense to where when he gets the ball, he makes every defender look at him. As you can see here, boom. Everybody was looking at Luka until he threw the lob. At this point, it's too late to even get up. Al Horford's definitely not jumping. Jimmy's just looking. Buddy's just looking. Everybody's watching what's about to happen, and it's the lob for the alley-oop connection. This manipulation of the game is truly important for your team, because not only does it get you easy buckets, but it gets your players easy buckets as well and gets the team rolling. Even though LeBron is out, Luka has the means to carry this team. He's just gonna have to ball out each and every single night. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you're first to know when I upload. I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.